Well, I was going to ask you if at this far into your combat sports career you get nervous before fights, but you're singing and laughing, so I'm guessing no. But I don't know. I mean, you've been fighting forever. A couple days out from a fight, what do you feel? I mean, are there nerves there at this point in your career?
Of course, there are always nerves, but not right now. I'm relaxed. I'm very calm. I have a great team behind me. I feel very relaxed. It's a rodeo. You got to do this all over again. I did this so many times already, and you never get used to it because every fight is a different fight. But yeah, I feel great, and it's a waste of time to get nervous right now and not enjoy the moment. This is a great journey. You gotta embrace the journey and enjoy the journey instead of letting it pass by nerves and things you can't control. The only thing I can control is how I prepare for the fight. I prepared well for the fight, and now everything is out of my control. I just got to do my job.
Talk about physically. I mean, you went up to 145 just briefly, obviously,
yeah.
But so coming back down, I mean, had you packed on any muscle? Had you done anything that makes getting to 135 tougher?
No. I mean, 145 it's about my walking weight. I walk around at 145. I weighed in at that time at 143. So no. Yeah, of course it's a hard cut. I mean, I'm pretty tall for 135, but everybody has a hard cut, no matter what. So you got to do what you got to do, right?
I want to ask you as a sportsman or a sportswoman. I mean, Raquel, we know, had a leg injury, and that factored into what happened last time. When you go out there and you're fighting, man, I imagine your entire game plan doesn't center around attacking her leg, but do you go, let's see if maybe it still hurt a little bit. Maybe that's a little target for us.
No. I don't look at it like that. I mean, she knows it's a weak spot. I mean, she knows her leg has been hurt before in the past. No, I'm just in the overall I'm in the overall game. I just want to finish this fight, and I want to finish it in the Iron Lady fashion way, and I'm going to do everything I can. And I know I have a top competitor, and I know she's not going to let me do that easy, but we're going to do our best, and we will see what happens.
Nice. And lastly for me, what do you want to do moving forward? I know you don't want to look past this, but I mean, you haven't ever been like super active in your career where you fight 3-4 times a year. What do you want to do? I mean, when you're coming back, do you want to get more active? Do you have ideas, goals, targets? Give me an idea what a win would do for you here.
To be honest, I really haven't thought about it. Of course I want to stay active. That's the best scenario, But like I said, I just don't want to look ahead and make any or say anything that I cannot live up to, Like I said, I have a great fight and a tough fight in Raquel, and we'll see what the outcome of that fight will be and how I feel afterwards. And ask me the question after the fight again.
You were the first female champion in the 145 division. How was the whole process of getting the title and then not being able to fight and losing the title when everything happened? How was the process for you emotionally?
Well, at sometimes, in life you make decisions, and when you make a decision, it has consequences. Every decision in life has consequences, no matter what. I knew there were going to be consequences on the fact what I've said, but if you look back at my history, or leading up to the 145 title fight, I've always said I go back to 135. Never I've said I'm not going back to 135. I mean, it has been a hard road, but that's life. Life is bumpy, and I'm here right now. I'm fighting Raquel Pennington, and I hope after Saturday night we can leave that all behind.
Amanda is going up though to face Cyborg for the 145 belt. How do you see that fight? And do you ever think about man, I could have fought Cyborg? Is that something that is still in the back of your mind?
No, not at all. I think they're gonna have a great fight, and I'm really looking forward as a fan to that fight. I mean, it's gonna be a tough fight from both sides. I'm really looking forward to it, and you cannot wonder in life, what if? I don't like the what if. I do what I want to do, and I enjoy life to the fullest and not think what if. If I want to do something in life and I really want to go for it, I will go for it. I don't like the what if. So I'm not asking myself what if, because if I want it, I will campaign for it and I will go for it.
How do you see that fight in the history of the female MMA though? The first time ever that two champions are facing each other. Can you talk a little bit about that? What do you think of that? What does that represent to the history of the girls MMA?
I think if you look back in the history of women's MMA, I think we did a great job so far already. I mean, this is great. Two top champions, and they're both well-deserved champions. And I think for the fans, this is going to be a great fight. I'm really looking forward for the fight. I don't watch a lot of MMA, but for this fight, I will put my alarm on and wake up. You're welcome.
What did you make of Raquel's last fight against Amanda? She thought she was too defensive the entire fight.
I think she did a great job. I mean, she had a tough fight, tough opponent. I mean, she showed warrior spirit. And it's easy for an outsider to judge. But inside that octagon, there are different rules. I mean, if you have never set foot in that octagon, you're only a spectator, you have no idea what we go through. You know, you can imagine, but you cannot. You don't know. I mean, I can say you could do this or you could do that, but that's all. I'm sorry that I have to say it like that, but it's all bullshit. I mean, in there, it's you and your opponent. You just got to fight. You got to give it your all. And I think at that point she gave her all. Or maybe she could have done things differently. That's up to her. And she probably will do things differently this time. But I mean, I respect that fight and I have a lot of respect for her and I don't overlook her. And I think she did a great job, no matter the outcome of the fight.
Cool. Thanks, Germaine.
You're welcome.